is Tommy Ma, and I'm just pursuing my master's degree here in America in New Jersey. I'm a Rutgers University student now, and my major is quantitative and mathematics economics. So actually, I got my undergrad study degree in China, and have no experience in work areas. So I just want to know how to do some fixing with my resume and how to show you my advantages. Yes, that's my goals here.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I like the way you introduce yourself, but we'll give you some feedback when we finish, right? Okay.
All right.
Lisa, do you want to tell yourself, please, Lisa?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
All right, you all know. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa, you ready?
Yep. Hello, everyone. My name is Lisa Yu. I'm currently a graduate student in accounting at the University of Central Missouri. I obtained my bachelor degree in accounting in 2015 back in China. And my career goal is to get a full-time offer in public accounting. And I have been the mentee of Coach Mike since last August, and I benefit a lot from his coaching. And I just got a tax internship offer last December.
Good. I think Lisa is a role model for us because she continually challenging herself through academic and even job searching, networking. I think the hardest part for us is how to network, because you have this chance how to have a small talk can gain people's I call the trust or get to their attention. That's very hard. So we'll figure out something on that. Thank you, Lisa. All right. Margaret, do you want to introduce yourself, please? Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
I won't say much. I don't have much of a voice to say it with. It's exciting for me to get back into business writing because I have taught business writing at university level, as well as working as communications advisor in a big corporation. And I've also been a professional resume writer. It's interesting to me, the process of changing, rewriting a resume also has many other benefits that the individual is able to appreciate the skills that they do have that they never realized they had before. And the analysis of their skills enables them to think more deeply about the skills that they really do have. I think that it's not just taking a resume and making it better. It's a real process that assists with the career development. And I think that's the main thing I have to say tonight.
Good, thank you. Oh, great. I encourage you to send over your resume or any writing to us so we can give you some real-time feedback. And again, this is a lifelong journey. We don't master the language overnight. It really takes a lot of time. I think Toastmaster Laura has a lot of experience and appreciation. Laura, do you want to introduce yourself, Laura, please? All right, sounds like Laura is in some other area. Okay, Janet, right? Is Janet? Do you mind introduce yourself and your background? What do you want to accomplish through the coaching or self-improvement? Janet?
Yeah, exactly. It's like the audio video thing. I thought it's a large group.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Seems like lots of young people here, but I'm not young, but I still want to improve my communication skills. I think that's any profession in this country require good communication skills. I have my own business to promote the cultural exchange in China. So that's why I realize, the communication is the key to develop relationship and build trust. So that's why I need to learn from.
All right. Thank you, Jen. It's all important, as you said, even small business, deal with customers, all challenging because how to write well, speak well. All right. Again, we are here to be open-minded, meaning we help each other, we critique each other. I'm not perfect in many aspects, but the thing I'm proud of is I'm very humble, meaning I'm willing to listen to people's criticism. Sometimes it's harsh, but it's good for us. So be open-minded, don't get offended. So start with Tommy. I think you have a pretty good communication or a pace, but certain things be careful 一个是小词比如说 I study in the New Jersey 这个 the 就不需要是吧 I study in New Jersey that's it 不需要这个 the 是吧这种小词我们就说平常不注意说的大家都理解但是呢就说要准确是非常非常重要的因为有的时候 perception 是因为我们的小地方不注意别人在给我们有这种 perception 这种 perception 一旦形成就可能会就是这种第一印象就会不好的话就会影响到你的这个 prospect 比如说一个长词说得很快的时候呢我没有听清楚你说 graduate program in mathematics in economics 是吧反正这个词很长所以说没有这样 mathematics economics 就注意长词然后呢 I got my undergrad degree studies 这个就是不通这个话是吧你可以说 I got my bachelor's degree in China 就好了或者说 I pursued my undergrad studies in China 你合在一起就不通了是吧然后呢就是 something okay this is my goal 而不是说 this is my goals 单复数的问题是吧因为或者说 they are my goals 或者 this is my goal either singular or either plural depends on the situation all right good I'm going to run some slides we can at least see what we're going to discuss today and I saw some people send me resume good we're going to do some evaluation well we're going to do a few things today I'm going to share my screen give me a minute all right share my screen So we just introduced ourselves, and we're going to talk about a few the few contents in our program. And Lisa will talk about her coaching experience with me and how she changed or transformed herself. And we have 3 sample writings. One is resume, the other one is business email, and the third one is a letter. Coach Margaret Ann evaluate, and also she can give me feedback. We'll see how she evaluated. And we'll talk at the Thomas resume she just sent to me. And then the program registration and some other exciting events. So we're going to go through this. The whole purpose of our doing this is being 19 years or 20 years in corporate America, I found out is many people get stuck there, meaning they can't find a job, they get their green card, but they don't progress in their career. So that's the reason. So meaning the skill sets we have, quantitative, analytical, are important, technical, but when you finish your first stage of your career life, meaning junior analyst, senior analyst, then the jump, the migration from staff to manager level need special skill sets, which is communication and management. So that's why some people didn't get that on time, so they get stuck there. The other one is people found some young guys coming in, they get promoted faster than us, so they bypass us. We become subordinated year by year. So there's a reason we need to figure out why we get passed by promotion. And sometimes the third thing is our writing. Probably you haven't been in this situation yet. Early age, my writing, my memo has been re-edited, double edited multiple times. But some other people's work just passed without any much addition. So that's the reason why our writing sometimes not incongruent with typical American style. So we need to think through that. And some other corporate politics, and when we speak, people don't understand. So typical corporate communication challenges we have, okay? And I'm going to have a little bit program description after. So this is a 12-week program, 12 weeks program. So every week we cover 3 components. One is writing piece. The second is a communication piece. The third part is a vocabulary. Because many times we found out is we can speak or write well, but if we don't have good vocabulary, we just couldn't get our point across. So writing, speaking, and vocabulary, these 3 are working side by side. So this 12 weeks, we give you 12 chances, opportunities to challenge yourself to learn that. With that, I'm going to introduce Ashley and Lisa. Ashley, do you want to talk about your experience with us and how you think Speak to Lead help you find your dream job, Ashley?
Yes, sure. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna start my video.
Okay. Yeah, it's good. I can see that.
Okay, all right. So hi everyone. I'm Ashley, and I'm here to share with you my interview training experience I had with Coach Mike. So I was majoring in early childhood and early childhood special education, and I graduated last year from NYU. I remember it was 2 months before I graduated, around March, April, and as you can imagine, I was pretty anxious about getting a job. So, but then I was lucky enough to know that there was an opening at this pretty big early childhood language immersion program in NYC. So of course I emailed and I contacted Coach Mike, and he helped me to edit my resume and then emailed that and my cover letter and everything, and got an interview opportunity. And so then I was a senior student with probably no official interview experience at all, and I was so desperately just wanted to get a job to get out of school. So Coach Mike kindly offered this individualized interview training session to me, and I remember at the beginning of the session, he told me that he did a research on my potential boss, which I was very amazed. And he also, so we brainstormed together the questions my potential boss might ask. And because that he did research on my potential boss, he discovered that my potential boss, wrote a book on how to help children raise their self-confidence. And that was a little trick, but I did highlight it, the part that during my student teaching, I helped this kid who was at first a lack of self-confidence on handwriting, and after I helped him, he got a little bit more comfortable doing that. So, and Coach Mike also helped me to figure out a question I could ask my potential boss, and that was a question I asked to her. I said, what suggestion would you give me or other teachers as like a green bird who just came to the field? And she looked very excited to answer my question and encouraged me to teach things that I am passionate about, which is actually Coach Mike is doing, Coach Margaret is doing. So then she took me to a classroom to observe teachers, and at that time I had a feeling that I got a job, and eventually, yes, I did. So in all, I think the training session was more than helpful, and Coach Mike was really patient with me, answering all my questions. I texted him and called him all the time, and he replied me very promptly, and we even did a one-on-one role play, which was also very helpful. I actually encourage everyone who needs this kind of help to talk to him and to send him the resume just to see how he might be able to help you, and you might just ended up getting a job. So that's what I got from Coach Mike's personal session with me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Coach Mike.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Ashley. I'm so humbled that you mentioned all this changes or the stories. Some part I already forgot. I don't even remember.
I remember because you have me. Yes.
All right, that's good. But I think there are 3 things I learned from Ashley's experience. One is you need to get a very standard out resume, because resume is your first impression. When people look at it, they are professional, they're well written, they are very precise. That's give you first impression. Then the second job task is you need to impress the interviewers or the recruiter at the 30 minutes. How can you do that? So this is need a lot of thinking and anticipation. Then the third step is, if you get a job, how can you succeed in your current position? Meaning not only survive, but only thrive, right? Just think of that. So the last one is more important. Getting into the profession is important. Secondly, how can you take off from your current profession? This is more like a journey than a one-time sprint. Okay, that's good. Lisa, do you want to tell your experience, because you're from finance, is more like my backyard. Tell me, what do you think and what do you learn, and how do you want to continue? Go ahead. I think you are muted. You need to unmute yourself. Yeah, let me unmute yourself, Lisa.
Does it work now?
Yeah, good. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Lisa Yu. I'm currently a graduate student majoring in accounting at the University of Central Missouri. I came here to United States in August 2015, so now for a while. And I got to know Mike last August from one of my friends. Before I met Coach Mike, I know nothing about how to hit the wall of job search and how to behave properly in those networking events, recruiting events, and something like that. And after the mentoring from Coach Mike, I feel it's a really amazing mentoring to me. It has been a most fruitful and joyful experience working with him. Coach Mike customized his coaching after carefully reviewing my original resume according to my prior experience and career goals. And he also advised me how to attract the interviewer's attention by using a combination of my background and the structured logic. And moreover, and he also advised me how to make my profile clear among so many candidates. And besides that, he conducted several mock interviews that helped me behave more naturally and fluently during my real interview. I think that helps a lot. Apart from that, Coach Mike also gave me many very useful networking tips that have exert a profound long-term impact in job hunting, and even some other important occasions in daily life, because I feel like networking is everywhere, not only in the job search field. Besides that, Coach Mike also provided precious insights into how to craft an outstanding follow-up letter and maintain good relationships with recruiters. Even the interview is a fruitless one, and as well as some advice on how to negotiate compensation. And what I want to mention that my school is not a top-ranking school in the United States, and the location is not very perfect. It's in Midwest, so not many big companies coming in every year. But with all the skills and knowledge from Coach Mike, I successfully got a well-paid tax internship from a CPA firm. And it is the best and most exciting new opportunity to ever come into my life. And it has given me a stronger drive to succeed in future career paths. And I definitely recommend Coach Mike to anyone who is seeking for a powerful support or a breakthrough in his or her job search process. You will never regret your investment in such a rewarding experience with him.
感觉我像金正恩似的。I feel good. Thank you so much, Lisa. I like the whole point is we learn from our past mistake. I learned my mistake. It's painful. It's why we outgrow ourselves. Same with you. You have you can't succeed the first interview because you're not there. So by looking at your self-performance, think through, reflect, and self-improve, then you get better and better. That's how it works. Same with writing. I think it's really the first time you make 20 mistakes. Second time you get 10, you get better and better. It's very simple. I remember Lisa has this important email. She asked me to proofread. Sometimes the word choice, the tone, the sequence matters. So it's writing plays an important role. I appreciate, Lisa, your personal sharing. Margaret, do you want to tell your thoughts about, through your professional coaching, how people can improve themselves? Sometimes they don't know what they don't know. Share with us in your personal experience.
Well, mostly they don't know what they're good at and what their strengths are. So by pointing out their strengths, they can make their strengths even stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And my theory is that by improving your strengths, you drive out the weaknesses. Somehow you become all strengths and the weaknesses disappear. Just from my experience with Mike, I find that the content of his message, the quality of his thinking is so clear and profound that I am reluctant to even touch his grammar. I will do it, but I would assure everybody that even when looking at smaller things of grammar and even tone, smaller things, that it is your strengths of content and thinking that shine through, and the rest is polishing. It really is.
Good. Thank you for that. Let me run through some sample writing. We'll go through some exercise. Okay, so let's start with Lisa. When you read this resume, which part you think, this is not good enough or could be better? Anything bothers you?
Oh, could you repeat again?
When you read this resume, let's say you look at it as a recruiter, what do you like, what do you don't like? What do you want to do this to be better written?
Okay, let me have a quick look.
Yeah. Okay, while you do that, let me ask the other person, okay? Tommy, what do you think?
I think if this is the first line or first page of the resume, I think there should be address and your name and phone number maybe.
Okay.
So if only considerate about the content, I think there's no timeline. Like for the work experience, the experience in back of China, there's no time period from when to when, like this kind of information. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I intentionally deleted the address, and I don't want people. Yeah, that's why. But timeline, I just did the same thing. But anyway, that's your observation. Good, thank you. Okay, Lisa, your turn.
From my perspective, I think it's not that necessary to add the section of objective for the first section. And there are not enough bullet points for the work experience. Most recruiters, they will grab the keywords at the first sight of when they look at a resume, but it seems this one doesn't do well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you.
And the coursework is not enough, I think. He only listed 2 of them.
Yeah. And yes, so financial, etc. So kind of very informal. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Margaret Ann, what do you think?
I agree about objective. I mean, the point is to show what you can offer the employer, not what the employer can do for you. So I think the objective is not a good start.
Mm-hmm.
And when looking at the work experience, again, it's more like a student saying, I learned how to do this. We want more from an internship. We want to know what successes you had, not what you learned. We want to know what your value proposition was for the company or the operation, not how it benefited you.
True. Just like John Kennedy said, right? Not ask what the country can do for you, ask what you can do for the country. Same concept.
Yeah.
All right, good. Thank you, Margaret. What about Janet? Janet, what do you think of this resume? Anything you like or dislike?
I don't like the work experience. It seems too entry level. Even you did entry level work, but you can choose the words more general, not too specific. For example, like give services to clients. So you can simply say customer relations, or the first one is like a credit operation, including inside. This is too specific. You can say I involve, credit card management, something like this. And if they want to learn more, you can provide more detail. But this shows your weakness instead of strengths. It's very essential.
Good. Very good, Janet. I think Janet, you did it very well, very detailed. All right, I'm going to show you after the editing, I did this way with her. First of all, I changed drop the objective because it doesn't give too much meat. For education, as Lisa mentioned, coursework, I add more content, meaning keywords, macro, micro, econometrics, and specifically added a project in school. For instance, cost-benefit analysis. Added technical skills in school, Excel, statistical tools, and analytical tools. So that's how make more content, make more meat. This is for education part. And I also asked this student to insert the relevant projects because you don't try to find anything you can be more update. School projects maybe the better one because you can impress the recruiters. You have a good up-to-date technical skills. So this one is created data from certain tools, design some models, and analyze certain results. So this is school project you can add. And agree with Janet's point, which is job experience. Instead of saying credit analysis, learn, make it more action-driven. So researched and collected financial statements, put more contents inside, the keywords, financial performance indicators, evaluate credit risk by doing something, calculating, forecasting, assessing, and reported financial analysis to the bank managers. So you make it more action-driven, behavior-driven, more result-driven, okay? Same thing, the greet customer is really light. So you have to, make it more general, respond to customer requests, direct employee questions, and also provide office support service to ensure efficiency. Make it more formal written, make more, I call it professional looking. So that's the change I made. Or any feedback you think? Chuanwei, I think you just joined.
Yes.
Yeah, I looked at your resume before, but Chuanwei he got his PhD degree in mechanical engineering. He's a senior scientist at capital company in Boston. He's now applying for Harvard Business School. So I'm helping Chuanwei to get into Harvard. But tell me, from the writing, how do you feel that Margaret and I help you to change? Tell me your experience from your personal perspective.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Thanks, Mike. So my experience more, because the context for the writing request was more combination between business, a formal business corresponding and personal communication, because I had a kind of need to express my gratitude and also to emphasize my willing and action I want to take in the thank you letter I meant to send out. So that's where I think Margaret and Mike help a lot to help me weave these two elements together. And that's the experience I had, and I think Mike and Margaret did a wonderful job, helped me to improve the writing.
Good. Thank you. For this is all good. I really enjoy this process because I help you and you also help me, because we just find out there are so many things that we don't know. We have figured out piece by piece. Margaret, now critique me. I help the students rewrite a resume. Anything you can think could be better?
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It's really specific. Maybe you were talking about action, so it's full of verbs, as you mentioned before, research, collected. It's got a lot of energy, and no, I think it's excellent. There's still white space, which is important in presentation, but I think you've changed the font too, so it seems to me a more professional looking font for the presentation there. It's very interesting what you can do with a small amount of information, how you can tease out the action and the more specific tasks. I think it's very good.
Okay, good. All right, let's move on to the next one. This one will be a sample email. I think we haven't got a chance to talk about the email. Margaret, probably you are better than this, which is when you write an email, be concise. Don't have like 5 pages. Just become a paper, right? Use the attachment instead of so don't over communicate. Second is make good use of subject line. Third is clear and brief. Email should be very short, clear. Then be polite. Don't be rude. Check your tone, because you might be urgent need, but the other people may not get it, may not appreciate that. Right tone and the proofread. All right, I'm going to run this email and the people read, tell me what they like and dislike. And before and after, okay? Xiuhong, you'll be the first person to talk about your experience. All right, Xiuhong, do you want to talk about how do you feel these 2 emails? Bad example, good example. Xiuhong?
Hi.
Yeah. All right. Tell me, what do you feel of this email?
I'm sorry. I just
Okay, I'll give you a few minutes, okay? Why not you just take a look? Lisa, do you want to take a first stab at it?
Sure. You mean the comparison with the bad and the good one?
Yeah. The contrast, why the change is better than the older one. Yeah.
For the original one, I think I feel a little bit rude and saddened to just comes comes with "I need you" or something, I feel a little bit pushed by the person.
Mm-hmm.
For the good one, it is communicate more courteously.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and it use "could do," like something like that. I would feel more comfortable with that tone.
Okay. Yeah, agree. That's true. More polite. Tommy, what do you think?
Yes, I think okay, I can find the screen. Okay, so I think for the original example, there are no more not so much of mood verbs like "hi" am and "there's no hi," and I think totally I think that for the first person, it seems like he's a boss to the email to writing the email. However, to the second one, I think they are just friends or helping each other. Yeah. Mm.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay,
then
then.
There should be more like the verbs of mood verbs. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to challenge you. Let's say you want to put the title or the caption in the email, in the captions, 在标题栏, send your title to me. Let's say which one is more relevant. Everybody, what kind of title we want for this email? You can send to me by chat. All right. I think we got everything. Margaret, can you read all the titles? Which one you think is more relevant, more concise?
Sure. From Janet was, could you send report by 5 p.m.? 5 p.m. is a good detail. Need the report by 5 p.m. COB. That has both close of business and 5 p.m. I need a favor from you, a report due soon. And XX report due COB. I think a title can be concise, and I use titles to search by, so I think it's quite useful to have the name of the title, the name of the report specifically in the subject line. To have I need a favor from you. I think that it's a little too much of a supplication. You can expect to have that report sent to you, so you don't have to beg. Mm-hmm. So I think that's all. Oh.
Good. I like that. Okay. I think Laura also sent. Margaret has the best title. She added request. I like that. Good. So your keyword is always good. All right. I think you see the small things can cause a big issue. When you have incorrect email, you offend people, you probably don't get things done. And also that person could have a personal resentment against you. So be careful. What you write, it really carry a long way. And also the 5 p.m., be very careful. I saw certain titles, people say 5 p.m. The correct way is p.m. Okay, that's the correct grammar. Margaret, am I right?
Well, yes. Yes, I guess it would depend on which company. I think I did about it myself.
Okay. I'm very particular on this. I specifically have a book about business writing, how to write time. They have a certain section. I'll share with you when we have slides, which is P.M. is the correct way. But it's not a big deal because most people use PM. I use PM all the time. But I just let you know the correct way is P.M. Okay. All right. Move on to this one, which is the writing. I wrote a letter for Speak to Lead to the students in the annual year-end letter. I wrote this one, and Margaret Ann added it from me. So you just read this first, and also try to think why Margaret changed my writing like this as such. I'm going to ask Xiu Hong, can you read this piece? Read the first paragraph, Xiu Hong.
Read it.
Yeah, please. Dear somebody, thank you.
Okay. Dear somebody, thank you for your trust in us as we strive to provide high quality coaching. So sorry.
Okay, you're a baby. I'm going to let you go. Adam, are you still there? I think Adam. Okay, iPhone. Can you read this piece? Reread this piece, please. iPhone. All right, she's not there. Chuan Wei, why not you read this first?
Okay. Dear, thank you for your trust in us as we strive to provide high-quality coaching in public speaking and leadership skills to our young generation Asian Americans. We all face an uphill battle as we pursue academic, career, and life success. Public speaking and leadership skills will undoubtedly create new opportunities and improve your success rates on many fronts.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's pause now. Let's take a look how Margaret Ann changed my wording, become more smooth, reads better, and use the right words. Tommy, what do you think?
Let me see. So the words with underline is the underline is added from Margaret. Oh, okay, got it. So for the first one, there's no F. I think it's only a grammar thing. And the second, we all face. So I think the all is very important because they just put both you and me in the same area, in the same place, so we can talk more directly to each other. So I think that word is really important. And also, and you just delete and combat in the future.
Yeah, I think delete combat is good because uphill battle is already a battle. You had combat, make things redundant. I think that's change is good. I like that. You don't need the duplicates. And pursue is a very active word, right? Pursue a power 3, academic, career, and life success. So it's very smooth parallel. And I undoubtedly is a grammar error. You will see undoubtedly, not undoubtedly. So 我有时现在分词和过去分词分不清楚哈，就是出现这种错误。So undoubtedly 毫无疑问的 I use elevate success, elevate change to improve the success rate. I think that's good because elevate you could not elevate, maybe elevate your status, elevate your social status instead of improving your success. And also on many fronts instead of in many fronts, grammar error. 介词用错了哈。Margaret, why not you go through the change, how the change is making things better? Tell us, how do you think?
What, for the second paragraph?
No, still the first paragraph.
For the first paragraph, as you said, I'm glad that the all was an approved change because that's exactly why I added it. I think pursuit is a good verb. Chasing success, and I wanted to bring in that word success, pursuing success. So you have to take the verb to its ultimate object, which is success. And then undoubtedly create. So leadership skills will create. That smoothed out the grammar there. And then the other we discussed improve.
Good.
So not many changes, but it just tightens it up a bit.
Good, I like that. Small change, small tighten up carry a long way because even your writing is 80% right, you still need a 20% enhancement to make things more powerful. Lisa, do you want to read the second paragraph? Yeah.
Sure. We realize the danger of 精致的个人主义. Through our public speaking training, we cultivate young people who are attentive listeners, empathic communicators, constructive evaluators, and critical thinkers. Most importantly, we provide a mutually respectful environment in which our students can both build character and have fun.
Okay. So how do you think the change, Lisa?
I think the word that Margaret added is more accurately delivered, and she also changes corrects some grammar errors, such as she changed from for to in which, and she changed the sequence a little bit for the last sentence. Yeah, that's it, I think.
So build character first, have fun second. All right. Janet, what do you think of the change? How do you think? Janet.
Yeah. More importantly, and the most importantly, at the end, most importantly, that's enough. And young people is a larger group than just students.
Good. Good. I like that. Okay. Okay, Margaret. What do you give a final touch point on this?
Okay, so I thought starting off with importantly was not needed. It is a strong, interesting sentence anyway with danger. So I didn't think it needed that adverb, importantly. And then I chose to call the young people rather than students because you're developing their abilities for their life. So they're more people, albeit young people rather than students. And that meant that we had to make each description of them as in the plural. So constructive evaluators. These are the four qualities of young people that we're developing. And then finally, yes, I chose to put build character before have fun. I don't know if Mike agreed with that. I thought it was more a good ending to have fun, but yet the more important thing is the building character.
Wow. Amazing. I never thought of that deep.
Oh, really?
I have this word diarrhea that flow out. I didn't even think to make. All right. Chuanwei, how do you think of the change? Tell me what you think, Chuanwei.
I think, to be honest, I just thought both look good to me. Because I'm not sure about the contest, so it's hard to adjust on whether the paragraph have any difference on what kind of receivers.
Okay.
But overall, I think they are good.
All right. Thank you, Chuanwei. You are so even-headed. In general, I like the way we look at this from different angle because I think I already conveyed the message clearly, but in Margaret or some other people's eyes, this may not be 100% accurate. So always put yourself into the reader's perspective. It's so important. So when you write something, always think of the reader. What do they want to know from your writing? So put the reader's needs or requirements or wish as the #1 priority instead of you just say it for the sake of saying that. I think that's my takeaway. All right, I'm going to talk about the class will have every Sunday night, and we have a website. You can go. I'm going to check a website from this link called. You can come from my company website, or you can use this register capturepoint.com student to lead. So that's one way to do that. And the class will be co-led by me and Margaret. And Margaret will focus on teaching, writing. I focus on communication, such as speaking and vocabulary. So that's the two things we'll teach you together. Okay. And we also have some exciting news. Is the Toastmaster called Cheryl Roche. She's a professional trainer and also professional coach in public speaking. Most importantly, she's coaching the football team called the San Diego Chargers. San Diego just moved to Los Angeles. But anyway, Cheryl coached the football players and the cheerleaders in public speaking, deal with the media, deal with the newspaper. And Cheryl is the National Speaker Association member. National Speaker Association, 美国国家演讲协会. They are professionals. They are more like Toastmaster on turbocharged steroid. They are professional speakers. So she's the member there. She's written 16 books. So she's a big prolific author. All right, we'll have her join us giving her speech about public speaking and writing April 2nd, Sunday. All right, I think I have a few minutes. Well, why not we go through my resume from what's his name? Hold on a second. Let me see. Try to find a resume of. So where's my? I couldn't find a resume. Hold on a second. All right, Tommy, I'm going to open your resume. Give me a second, okay? For some reason, your resume just froze on me. Okay. All right. So we're going to read the resume. Margaret and I will take a read. I will give you some feedback. Is that fair? Give us 2 minutes, okay? Okay. Probably, Margaret, maybe I'll start first, you second, okay? Then we'll probably wrap it up because it's very personal. I don't want you are overly exposed to other people. First of all, I would, it's a good resume, very detailed, you have 2 pages. Probably the challenge for you, Tommy, is make it more concise in 1 page, because with just internship experience and education, probably condensing in 1 page is better, right? That's my guess. And you can put all the publication as an attachment. Instead of saying 3 lines, just put just 1 line. Published various articles in human resource management, in lending, and put it into your portfolio attachment. In that case, don't take too much space, but still have 1 reference in your authoring or co-authoring. All right, for education, probably you can think through, I would put a GPA, your 学分放上去 Also, many people here may not know Tianjin, Nankai, so put say China somewhere because you need a location. Same thing, Rutgers, Philadelphia, like that. And in terms of core courses, I would make more professional looking. For instance, 宏观微观这些一般人都有，所以你没有必要写，是吧？ Make more something 别人没有的，你有这种可以哈。比如说，something called Monte Carlo simulation, something 就是说 you know this most people don't have， 而不要这种大众化的这些课程。At calculus, that's no value at all， 是吧？微积分 ，have to be something very unique, very competitive， 把这些 course 放进去啊。比如 computational finance, something 可以写进去这种 course. Then the activities and achievements. I think a lot of things are volunteering, may not be so important compared with the job experience. I would rather you move this thing downward. So put your professional experience up. Activities and honors can put it secondly. Okay. In terms of the job experience, I think you have 2-3 pieces. They are good. Try to find a way to quantify, right? For bank, for instance, you create a database, you handle over 5,000 customers. Make some quantifiable information, or you analyze financial reports, develop spreadsheet, calculate revenue, economic decisions, and for instance, you improve the or reduce the loss rate, or reduce the delinquency of the loan payers by 15%. Make a little bit of number in it is better, because as finance, you need the numbers. For this one, China Orient as Dongfang Zhicheng Guanli, I would, and that's good stories. Maybe try to put some focus on make some industries in it. For instance, you help investment manager design portfolio. Try to say I gain industry experience in healthcare or manufacturing or pharmaceuticals. Make some detailed content words in it. All right, so that's my experience piece. For honors activities, some are so specific. For instance, founder of AIE SEC, WARM. Nobody knows what they talk about, right? It's so specific. You probably need an explanation. Try to say what it's about, and maybe put a full name, Association of International Study, make a full name in it. And some are not specific, right? For instance, student ambassador is good, but you need to make more, for instance, leading, 或者是 coordinating, 或者是 managing, 或者是 coaching. Make some action in it. So ambassador is not enough. You need more action to show what do you do. You have a lot of space here you can add. Okay. Same thing, a lot of the words CMGS couldn't figure out what this about. You have to make a more, try to show your value, why this thing is good. You have a lot of volunteer, why it's important to you, and how this thing is relevant to your career. Okay. I think that's my take. All right, Margaret.
Okay. Yes, I'm with Mike. It is very strong resume, lots of detail. That's great. The activities achievement section could be put down towards the bottom. What I found interesting about it is that it reveals personal qualities like founder. I mean, that shows that you could recognize needs, and that you have initiative, and that you could get people working together to start something. So that's a very useful demonstration of your particular personal assets. So I'd like to see that in, but further down. Also, I'd point out a little typo in the headline there. Achievements is not spelled right, so you have to watch out, especially in headlines, not to have the typo. And just generally in terms of expressing things, I think it sounds crisper if you substitute a lot of those ofs, as in Vice President of Technology, with a comma. So Vice President, comma, Technology and Science Union. And then you get into grammar problems there. Union of Students in Tianjin University. That could be crisped up, and then you would lose the grammatical issues.
Good.
So that, yeah, leave it there.
Okay, good. Thank you. See, small things can carry a long way. This kind of mistake we cannot afford to have. Even you have a very good resume, people see that, immediately discredit you because you're not clear, you're not careful enough. So that's just be careful. Be very careful. Resume is your personal image. Be very professional, impeccable, precise. And also you need to prepare a good story. When they ask you what you did, how do you lead as a founder to the international, you need to have a story to behind support you. I think, what do you call it? Chuan Wei, you know that, right? We went through a lot of storytelling from your background. This, when you have Harvard Business School interview you, you need to know what you're good at. You have to be very crystal clear, so precise and concise. All right, I think we are good. We are over around 10 minutes. How do you guys think? Any questions? Have you learned something? Did you enjoy what do we have? Lisa, you're smiling.
Yeah, it's a really, it's really helpful. I noticed the difference between the original one and the one you edited is a big difference, and I never realized that. I think it's really helpful.
Mm-hmm. Tommy, what about you?
Yes, I think it helps a lot, and I think that the most thing I learned from this class is that the mood is the most important thing when you talk to people or just show your attitude. That is the important thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good. All right, Mandy and Laura, are you there? Do you want to talk, Laura? Yeah, she's still in the conference room. She's in debate. Janet, what do you think, Janet?
Debate.
Yeah, sure, children, the child.
Oh, okay.
I think that this is very helpful for students who just come to the States for a couple years. I want to give a suggestion for new students. I notice some of you still read Chinese, watch Chinese news, listen Chinese songs. That will slow down your progress to master the English, because you have to go through the translation in your brain. You know, every time you read it, English, you translate to Chinese, and when you talk, and then you have to translate from Chinese to English. So I suggest you to read everything in English. Change your phone, change your computer, everything in English. Like I see some students with iPhone, but it's in Chinese. So that will slow down your English, the improvement. That's my suggestion, but I think Mike and Margaret, you're doing great job to help students improve their English. I wish I could when I was a student 25 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very true. Sometimes we are in our comfort zone. 我们在这个舒适区里，或者 we stay in a cocoon. It's comfortable. It's you feel nice. You don't want to deal with the challenge, but it's difficult. I think Lisa has a perfect example. She had lunch with her CPA firm partners and the founders every day. When they talk about the local news sports, she's totally irrelevant. She couldn't even chime in because I know nothing about it, right? Lisa, something is very painful.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy. We need to find a way to head on to address this issue. We cannot avoid, because if you avoid, you are becoming irrelevant. When decision making is made, you are not part of it, right? You need you need to think of that. So that's good. That's good. All right, I think we are good. Any other questions? Chuanwei, anything you want to know?
I think this is a great platform, and I really appreciate Mike and Margaret's efforts to put together this open house and to introduce the program and also give us a chance to share our concerns or the questions. So I really appreciate this opportunity. And my personal experience on learning English is that I really like Janet's comments try to emerge in an English environment, English setting. While the challenge is that for most of us who came to US with either a high school education or bachelor education, we have been cultivated in a culture in such a long time. It's very challenging for us to first open or say come off the comfort zone and to try to embrace new things, the new stuff, new lifestyle, new activities. This is very difficult part rather than the those methodologies that we try to approach. I think that's kind of mindset for all of us, or the young students or young professionals that who need to adjust. After we adjust this kind of mindset and embrace more in the society, and even doing some local volunteer activities, you will see that you will start get into the English society or the US society, the community. I think that's where it can help boost up the overall feeling of the language, instead of just trying to do some activity to improve English. I'm not sure if I made it clearly, but
yeah,
that's my overall feeling.
No, good. Just immerse yourself. That's good enough. All right, I think we're good. Margaret, anything you want to closing remark? Margaret,
very pleasant to see you all.
Okay.
And thank you. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you very soon. We'll have a class starting next Sunday. I hope you all sign up and talk to me with any questions. And thank you so much. Bye.
Thanks, Mike.
Mhm.